Hey Turtles, it's Crick here, Black Outdoors. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Ontario Rat 7 knife. And this is a joint knife between Ontario Knife Company and Randall's Adventure and Training, which Randall's Adventure and Training Rat no longer do combination knives, joint efforts with Ontario Knife Company. They have their own company, Essie, now. But these knives are still widely available on the internet and for very affordable price. I'm not certain of the retail of this knife, but you can get it from anywhere from like $90 to $100, which is a great deal. The knife comes in this plastic and nylon sheath. There's a few plastic components on the sheath. This sheath definitely leaves something to be desired, but for the quality of knife you're getting at this price for $90 to $100, there's going to be a little bit of a give, and that give comes in the quality of the sheath. Now this sheath is definitely usable, and you know, it works, but like I said, the quality, the deal is getting this much of a knife for the price. To show you some of the specs on the sheath, it is completely MOLLE attachable. It has this little clasp pocket here in the front, which could be utilized for a sharpening stone, fire kit, just any little thing you want to put. It's a nice little feature. This buckle is really big. I think really overboard for the sheath, but it works. There's a button fast to hold the knife in. It's not a friction sheath, not holding the knife in through friction, but it's more than effective. And down here at the bottom, these holes will take a piece of cordage if I want to pop this on my belt, and then, you know, string a piece of cordage around my leg to secure this more securely to my leg. I don't think it's necessary to wear this huge of a knife on my belt, if you can see how big this is going to stick out, but it's possible. Now let's get into the knife. 12.5 ounces, 7-inch blade, flat grind, 1095 steel, 1095 carbon steel, blade thickness 0.19 inches. We have these micarta handles, which I find really comfortable. It's a full tang, see it running the length of the handle. On the spine of the knife here, I'll try to show it. There's this jimping, it's referred to, and this is actually raised jimping. It's not cut down into the negative of the knife, it's actually coming above, which is just a little feature that you normally don't see in a knife. Something worth mentioning. And this is a beast, an absolute beast of a knife. If you can show a little bit closer up of a few more features that I like about the knife. There's this is the jimping I was talking about right here. There's this little place for a finger above the handle underneath the actual cutting edge. You can use if you're doing smaller work. Back here, this handle is rounded. You can see it coming down. And this is to alleviate getting these hot spots right here in your hand if you're going to swing this sucker for chopping. You know, to get the most amount of force out of this knife with the weight, I'm going to want to choke up on it, and I'm going to swing like this if I'm chopping that stuff. And this handle is right in the middle of my hand and my palm. And if this was squared, this would create a lot of friction right here, and you know, having this rounded allows me to use this knife a lot longer with this particular handhold. I'm going to grab a stick really quick and just show the knife cutting. And like I said, this is definitely a beast of a knife. And this is, I feel, someone who's going to love this knife is someone who has a style, their certain style about being in the woods, being camping, because this is a hefty knife, and you can beat the crap out of this knife. It's meant to take a beating. Baton stuff like crazy, pound on it with the baton. Do all types of, you know, big work with it as a chopper. But me personally, carrying this big a knife, no, not for me. I'd never find myself needing to do huge amounts of chopping, batoning wood. It's just not my style in the woods, but for the price of this knife, it's an absolute steal. And that's why I would definitely recommend this. If you have the need for a large knife, that you want some weight, to put some weight behind to go out some wood, this is definitely a knife to consider for the price. And effectively what I made is a vamp stick. A vamp stick, you know, if there's vampire rats running around here in Apocalypse, I can, you know, maybe kill a vamp rat or two. But anyways, like I said, it's MOLLE attachable. I'm going to show you specifically what that means on the sheath and go into a bag. This is the Maxpedition Falcon 2 pack, and to attach this to a MOLLE system, unbutton it from the bottom, line it up with the attachments on the bag, and just thread this through like any any MOLLE attachment would do, and it fits securely. There's plenty of contact with the bag for this to sit securely and have no worry of this coming off the bag or moving around, bouncing around. All in all, it's a great knife. It's a great bargain for the amount of knife you're getting for $90. You can find it for that price online. An absolute steal, in my opinion. Like I said, it's definitely tailored to a specific type of task if you're going to want to do it. This isn't an all-around knife I'd carry just coming out, you know, on my hip or in my bag, because like I said, I don't do big chopping heavy work. You know, I use smaller knives and accomplish the tasks I want. But if you have a need for a larger knife, definitely recommend this Ontario Rat 7. It's Crick signing out with Black Outdoors. Stay safe, turtles.